Hey guys, what's up? My name is Leolight and welcome to this video where what we're going to do is we're going to continue in building our high poly all-time radio. So in this video, we're going to go ahead and build the dials and some of the buttons, and then we're probably going to maybe finish this up in maybe this video. If not, it will definitely be finished in the next video. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get started here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over to the front view here, and I'm going to select my radio, choose right click, I'm going to choose high selection. And if I just jump over to this reference here, you can see that what we have here is these two dials, and it essentially is like the two of the same dials stacked on top of each other. So this is pretty useful for us. So with that being said, let's go over to our front view. Let's go ahead and take these cylinders, and let's go ahead and pull something out like so. And let's just move this into position and scale this up just a little bit. And let's go to the perspective view and rotate around. And let's have a look at this. So it looks like this is a little thicker, maybe something like so. And if we look at the polygons, you can see that we have hundreds of these sort of indentations here. So we need to go ahead and match that a little better. So what we're going to do with the sides is just increase that so we have many of these many sides here. So here you can see I'm going with something like 200. So 200 looks to be pretty good. I'm gonna right click, convert this to an export poly, and then I'm gonna take this piece right here, and as you can see, it sort of slants inwards, and then we have the metal that's on top of that. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and slant this inwards, something like so. And in doing so, we can see that this is actually a little bit too big. So let's just go ahead and push this backwards. And I'm then going to go ahead and choose bevel. And I'm going to go ahead and bevel this like so. And then I'm going to go ahead and choose grow. And I'm going to go ahead and detach this. Okay, so we don't actually need to we're actually going to detach this just for now. So once we've done that, I'm going to go ahead and choose ring, and then I'm going to go ahead and choose connect, and I'm going to set this to 2, and I'm going to set the second value here, the pinching amount, pretty high, so it's pretty close to the edge here. Then we're going to go ahead and choose ring again. This time we're going to hold down the left control and click the polygon button, and then we're going to right click and choose extrude. We're going to go under the settings here, and we're going to go ahead and choose by local normals and push this inwards. And actually, let's go ahead and set this to be by polygon. Sorry. And okay, so I undo that. Right click, inset, by polygon. We'll push this in slightly. There we go, like so. And then we can go ahead, right click, and choose extrude. Actually, let's make this a little better. So inset, we don't want to inset too much. So I'm just going to find a value I like here. So maybe something like so. And then we need to go ahead and choose a bevel actually instead. And the reason I'm using the bevel is because when it comes to baking out the normal data here, we actually want to have something that that is going to be shown. If it was just a straight straight extrude, then maybe that data wouldn't show nicely. So let's go ahead and do something like so, and then press OK. And then let's go ahead and add those swift loops in and bring them pretty close to the edge here. Like so. And then when we go ahead and choose Turbo Smooth, you see that now we have this nice smooth dial here. So that looks to be pretty good. We can also, if we want, go ahead and change the scale of this now. So I'm just going to go ahead and play around with these values a little. Okay, so looks to me like it's a little bit too steep, and maybe it needs to be pushed in. So let's push this in a little. And okay, I think that's pretty good. So yeah, deal with that. And then we're just going to take this and we're going to push this back into position. Just something like so. Now, once it's back into position, what we need to do is we're going to go ahead and create this silver outline here. So let's go ahead and take this piece and go ahead and choose extrude. And we're going to go ahead and choose by local and push this out. And then I'm going to go ahead and double click the edges here. And then I'm going to go ahead and chamfer these. So let's right click and choose chamfer. Set this to about 2. Pretty good. And then the last thing is we're going to take this piece right here. I'm going to right click and I'm going to go ahead and choose inset. And then go ahead and choose collapse. And then we can go ahead and choose to add a turbo smooth on this. And again, I'm going to set this to 2. It's going to make this value up nice and smooth. So now we have something like this. So what we can do now is take this, I'm going to duplicate this, and then we're going to scale this down to something like so. And then we can move this into position. And so we have something that looks like this, which looks pretty good. And the last thing we want to do is we're going to go ahead into the second piece and sort of push this inwards and get this circular appearance here. So let's just go ahead and take both of these and let's see how much. Actually, it's fine. So take this and then we're going to take the single vertex here and we're going to actually, let's just take the single vertex. Let's have a look here. So let's push this inwards, something like so. And then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to choose ring. Looks like we can't really ring this. So let's go ahead and do this. There we go. There we go. And we're going to go ahead and choose, right click, choose connect. And let's have a look what we have here. So maybe we can scale this up a little. Might look pretty good. Something like so. That's pretty good. Then maybe we can take both of these and scale them so they're nicely flat. And then, okay, so what we need to do now is take this piece and I'm going to go ahead and choose extrude. Like so. And then I'm going to take both of this piece and these pieces and choose chamfer. Like this. And then it looks to me like this sort of pushes out a little. So we can go ahead and push this out. And maybe go ahead and add a new connect here, maybe 2, 1, and 2. So then push this out and let's go ahead and choose shrink. And let's just go take this piece and push this in. Just grow. I think that's okay actually. So once we've done that, we can go ahead and turn on our turbo smooth and everything's going to be nice and smooth. And now we have our dials. So we can go ahead and take this and move this across and we have 2 dials. And I'm also going to take both of these. At this point, I'm going to go ahead and choose group. I'm going to call these dials and let's go ahead and choose unhide all. And let's go ahead and push this out. And let's have a look. Let's push this in. And if you remember correctly, we have, this is not perfectly flat. So we just need to go ahead and make this better fit. And we can go ahead and apply our material to all this. And yeah, so now we have our dials in place. Those look pretty good. So, and then the next thing we can do is go ahead and build these buttons over here. So, with that being said, let's go ahead and get started with that. So, now before we go ahead, I can see that we have a slight issue here. Let's just go ahead and fix this. Pretty quick fix. Let's just take this and push this up. There we go. Okay, now we need to go ahead and build the rest of these pieces. Oh, looks like it's not perfect. There we go. So let's go ahead and do that. So let's take these, hide selection, and what we want to do now is go ahead and build these pieces right here. So we've got this metal piece right here, and we've got these buttons right here. Now, I don't know exactly the shape of these, and I don't think I can really determine well, I can determine a little bit from these pieces. So okay, so this one looks a little more flat, and this one looks to be a little more protruded here. So let's go ahead and deal with this one. This one looks like it's going to be the easiest. So all we're going to do here is take a plane, and I'm going to set these segments down to 1 by 1, convert this to an integral poly. And what I'm actually going to do here is follow more this shape. This looks like it has a little better overall shape. A little more shape that is visible. So we're going to go ahead and follow this instead. And let's go ahead and reset the pivot point, and let's go ahead and set this to be here. And then we can go ahead and choose symmetry and choose flip. Okay, so let's convert this one into a poly, and let's go over here and have a look at what we have here. So we can at this point go ahead and extrude this. It's pretty good. And then maybe we can insert these. And then maybe bevel these in, like so. And then, yeah, I guess what we can do now is take these edges and this edge, maybe this inner one right here, and choose to chamfer these a little. So let's pull these in and set these back to shaded. Maybe set this to 2. All right, and then let's go ahead and turbo smooth these. And you can see that we need to go ahead and fix the shape here. So I'm just going to add these like so. And perhaps like one here and one here might help. There we go. Now again, if this like there's a... Oh, I see what happened. Okay. So it looks like this didn't properly slice, so let's try it again. Okay, I see. So when that generally happens, there's normally an issue somewhere, so let's just go ahead and choose weld and try it again. Okay, let's see what's going on right here. So looks to me like maybe something is not welded properly. So this is oh, was that the issue? Nope. So this, like, there's an issue somewhere. Is this? Nope. Huh, interesting. Okay. So what I'll do is I'll just take this one instead, and I'll go ahead and choose chamfer here. And push this out. That should fix it a little better. Okay, so this is what we have. Let's go ahead and set this to be 2, so we get some nice smoothness here. And then all we need to do now is go ahead and build these buttons. So let's right click, let's go ahead and choose hide selection. And the buttons are just basically just squares. So let's go ahead and do something like this. And let's go ahead and choose unhide all. And we just want to take these and push these forward into the correct position. All right. and something like this, and convert this to an editable poly. And let's go ahead and take these back polygon, delete this, press Ctrl A, and let's go ahead and choose chamfer. And we actually don't need these ones right here. There we go. Try again. Chamfer. Go ahead and set this to like maybe 2. There we go. Press M, and let's apply this over here and here. Something like so. And we can place this a little better. There we go. And let's go 1, 2, I believe there's 3, yes? 1, 2, 3, yep. So 2 and 3. And let's move these into the center. And then we have those buttons. So that looks to be pretty good. The last piece is this piece right here. So with that being said, let's go ahead and start with that. So let's take these and choose high selection. And what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to take this piece and I'm going to clone this. Oops, let's go ahead and try it again. Clone this, choose copy, and let's go ahead and pull these all the way down. And let's move this into position. And let's go ahead and push this in and then push this one in. And then maybe we can pull this one in and this one in. Now the difference here is that this one protrudes and has that nice inset here. So all we need to do here is take this, and we can take these pieces right here. So these edges, all these edges, and we can just delete them. So take this, delete this, take this, delete this. And we can take these inner pieces just like so. So let's go ahead and select these polygons, and then we can, well, let's just deselect this one and deselect this one, and then choose grow and delete this, and then we can take this entire piece, okay, and push this inwards. So we can just go ahead and push this all the way in and something like this, and let's go ahead and scale this appropriately. Let's go ahead and look at this. Yep, so these are flat. So we can take these pieces, all these pieces, and scale them. Take all these pieces and also scale these. And do something like this and something like this. We can perhaps push this down now. It looks like a square piece right here, so we can delete this. And then we can move this up. So I'm just really eyeballing this piece, these pieces right here. So it looks as if it's going to be pretty good. And then let's just move this down. Okay, so maybe we can push this also down a little. So I'm just going to keep pushing and pulling these until I get something I like. There we go. So something like this might be pretty good. Let's go ahead and turn on Turbo Smooth, and let's go ahead and choose Unhide All. And we need to look at this. So this needs to be pushed out like so. And then what we can do is we can take this and push this quite far in, and do the same here, and scale this upwards and outwards. And I think that is about it for this piece. All right, I think that looks pretty good. So what we've done now is we've gone ahead, we've built our dials, we've built our buttons. The last thing to do is to add a back onto that, and then we can go ahead and build our legs. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop the video here, and in the very next video we're going to go ahead and completely finish the rest of this hyperlink mesh. So until then, I'd like to thank you for watching. Until next time, bye bye, and thank you for watching.